Thank you, Chairman. Chairman York.
Here.
Vice Chairman Salazar Garza.
Here.
Commissioner Mandel is on his way. Commissioner Miller is absent. Commissioner Munoz.
Here.
Commissioner Hedrick.
Here.
Commissioner Budd.
Here.
Commissioner Cantu and Commissioner Teichelman are absent. We have a quorum to conduct the meeting.
Thank you. And would you please read the rules for public comment?
Thank you, Chairman. Citizens will be allowed to attend and make public comments in person at City Planning Commission.
Before Planning Commission at a future date, and the staff will be sending out new notices, so everyone will get new notices. So again, that item is no longer on the agenda. And with that, we'll go ahead and open up the public comment section for general public comment. So this is your opportunity to speak on anything that is not on the agenda. So if anyone would like to make a general public comment, please. Agenda items 2 through 5. If you would, 2 through 5. If you would please go ahead and read those in.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Please go ahead and read those in.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Beginning with tonight's consent agenda on item, staff also recommends approval.
Thank you. Can you go ahead and read in number 4? We're going to have the same quorum issue with 4 because Commissioner Hedrick's going to be out
Okay.
unless Mandel does get here. But if you want to go ahead and read in 5, we'll do the public comment, get that out of the way, and then we just can't vote if we're not allowed to.
Okay. So item number 5 is case ZN 8398 Mandel Family Homes LLC, located at 3501 de Zavala Street, from the RS6 district to the RS 4.5 with a PUD, which stands for Planned Unit Development. Staff 2 recommends approval.
Okay, thank you. I guess when we get to the discussion part, since I'm abstaining on number 5, we'll separate that.
Well, can we still go ahead and vote?
Mr. Chair, you'll need a vote on number 2 and 3.
Oh, that's right.
Well, can we not do 4 either? Well, we have to wait for Mandel. Yeah, I guess we'll just, for now, on just items 2 and 3, do any commissioners have questions for staff? Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and open up the public hearing for items 2 and 3. Those are our 2 plats. If anybody has public comment on items 2 and 3, please come down.
Where's the paper? I don't have paper. What's the plan for what are we? I'm here for the London.
So, sir, the London is item number 6. That one, I think you were walking in when we were explaining, but that one has been pulled from the agenda. The applicant has some things to work out with the city, so that item has been pulled. That public comment will not take place today. The city will be sending out new notices, and that we don't know yet when that item will come back to Planning Commission. It will come back in the future.
Okay, just following up on that. Yeah, like I said, I just got in here, so I want to be more informed. I mean, there's no one here, honestly. It's only y'all making decisions, right? So we need the community input, especially for that area that's growing pretty fast. And we just moved to that area.
Chairman, he needs to come to the mic if he wants to
Yeah.
speak. We can't pick it up on the minutes. If you'd state your name and address, and we have a sign-in sheet here.
If you
as
have
well.
things you would like to say, and I'll remind you, right now we're on just items 2 and 3. If you do have questions for the London zoning, you're welcome to stay after and just talk to staff. But like I said,
Yes.
that item's
More
going
than
to come
happy
back.
visit with
No
you.
problem. Do you have a sheet for that the agenda, or this is the first time coming out here? So
Sure, no problem.
thank you.
Anybody else for items 2 and 3? Okay, I'm going to close the public hearing for items 2 and 3 and entertain discussion or a motion on the 2 plats.
I move that we approve items 2 and 3 as presented.
I second.
Okay, got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion passes. And
There was 1 minute away.
yeah, I guess we can go ahead. Do y'all have, well, Commissioner Hedrick, you want to go ahead and step out and we can, do y'all have any questions?
You can make up questions until we wait for Mandel.
Go right ahead.
I have a general question. I think I know the answer, but in reviewing these zoning cases, I've noticed low density, high density, medium density zoning.
Yes, sir.
And I know there's a definition. Can you elaborate on those definitions? Yeah.
Sure, great question. So low density is 3 units or below per acre. If you can imagine, those are your FR districts, farm rural, residential estate. maybe even your half-acre lots. That is low-density residential. Medium density is the widest berth. That is between 3 and roughly 10 units per acre. That ranges from RS 15, your 15,000 square foot lots, to RS 4.5, which is the most dense. And then anything above that is typically going to be townhouses or even getting into multifamily.
Okay. Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking of, is the, when I saw medium density on that 6, item 6, I wasn't sure where RS4 landed in there, and I kind of came to the conclusion that RS4 was medium density.
Correct.
But just wanted to get clarification on that. And now we have Brian Mandel here, so we can proceed.
Yes, so for the record, Commissioner Mandel is present. So we do have enough members here for a quorum, with Commissioner Hedrick abstaining. So with that, does anybody else have questions? We are on item number 4, zoning for MPM development.
I can reread it into the record if you'd like.
Sure. Go ahead.
Great. So it's item number 4. The zoning case is MPM Development, case ZN 8477. The request is on Brook Road, 6817 Brook Road, from the RM2 multifamily district to the CG2 general commercial district, and staff does recommend approval.
Do you have any questions on that one? Okay. With that, we're going to go ahead and open up the public hearing for item number 4.
Can we talk on that?
Yeah, if you want to make comment on item number 4, just come down, please state your name and address for the record, and then you all have your 3 minutes to speak.
Good evening. My name is Alicia Plumley. My husband, Bruce Plumley. We live at 6810 Brook Road. We recently moved from El Paso, bought the house across the street, literally across the street from this lot that we're talking about.
9-acre lot.
When we bought the home back in August, we were told, and we looked at the information on it, and it was designed for an R, for residential. So we were okay with that, right? So now we saw a sign go up a week ago saying that it's being changed to a CG-2, which is commercial general, I believe. So our question is, in looking at what the CG on the website, it talks about bars, commercial, and things like that.
Talks about bars, mechanic shops, gas stations, pretty much anything can go in there right now. So, I mean, that's why we looked at it before we bought the house, is we didn't really want that in the neighborhood. Now, there is another lot right next to us, we looked at that, and that is, I forgot what, but it's only qualified for like apartments or a little strip mall, but nothing could be like bars or gas stations or anything like that. So this is kind of a setback for us after spending the amount of money we did, and we did do the research. So, you know, it kind of looks like the developer just sat on this land for a while waiting for everybody to calm down about it, and now he's going to change it from a residential and he wants it to be commercial. I mean, I understand the whole thing. There's a lot more money in commercial property than there are residential property. But when you're looking for, when you were looking for a retirement place, we really weren't looking across the street, a 10-acre lot that could be developed into almost anything. With this CG2, there's almost nothing that can't go in there. So that's kind of heart-wrenching to sit there and try to figure out what might happen.
One other thing I do want to mention, and I'm sure because it is on the agenda and it's been proposed, there are 2 churches right across the street. It's on Airline, it's Brook, Airline, and there's 2 churches right across the street from this lot as well. So we are concerned. I'm surprised there's not more people here, but again, our issue would be is changing that to a CG2, unless you guys can tell is different, where there won't be a bar, there won't be a gas station, there won't, I don't know what the developer has in mind to do there. So we are opposed to this change. Thank you.
Thank you for your comment. Andrew, just a point of clarification. They mentioned things like there was a church nearby. Can you, I know there's some ordinances about vicinity to a church and things. Do you happen to know that?
Absolutely. So like many things with zoning, it's not purely just the land use. We take a look at the size of the lot. Many type of uses, your major shopping centers are not going to set on a lot that's too small to make it marketable. So one, the market controls a lot of what type of land uses will go in there. But two, to your question, there is a 300-foot separation distance that the TABC, the Texas Alcohol and Beverage Commission, sets of distance to churches, and that's door to door. There is also a similar distance required to schools, which is property line to property line. It's a more restrictive type of buffer requirement.
Okay. Thank you for that. Anybody else to speak for item number 4?
Moses Mastagassi with MPM Development. Can you pull up the map for me, please? So they live at 6810 Brook Road. So the property itself is off of Airline and Brook. We developed the property 7 years ago. We did a 10-acre piece as an RN2, which allows 33 apartment complexes per acre, or 32 or 30, somewhere between 30 and 32. So they live in the corner house right there. They actually live next to a 2-acre tract, which is a CN1 property that allows the same restaurants, the same gas station to go into that property. The CG2 property just allows us to still do our apartment complex, but if we do have a shopping center that has a sports bar concept or a restaurant that has alcohol in it, the CG2 would allow that, like a Chili's or that type of concept. So we don't know what we're going to be doing with the property. We still might do apartment complexes, which the new zoning that we're requesting still allows you to do. We might do a shopping center there. We might do maybe both. Maybe do the shopping center in the front and the apartment complex in the back. But they currently live next to a CN1 property, which allows gas stations and other types of shopping centers to go there as well. So they're literally abutting a commercial piece of property we zoned 7 years ago. So they're not, I guess, informed with the information that they have. And then they are also living next to an empty residential lot that we still own in the neighborhood. We did 90 individual lots when we bought the property, and the way we designed this specifically is on Lakers Nation. We actually didn't put houses that back up to the property, which is abnormal. Most land developers do that. We actually did a road that abuts to it. We wouldn't even give access to either the apartment complex or shopping center off that road, but it's to provide a natural buffer zone. So we thought ahead when we did this property and making sure that ultimately we're looking out for the residents in the community, and that's really why there's nobody else here opposing it. It does abut a A1 collector, which is Airline, 5-lane road, and it also abuts Brook Road, which is a natural C1 collector as well. So as far as traffic requirements, we're still allowed to do the apartment complex under today's zoning and hopefully in the future zoning that we're requesting. So any questions I can answer for y'all? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, anybody else for item number 4? Seeing none, we'll go ahead and close the public hearing and entertain further discussion or a motion.
I will move that we approve item 4 as presented by city staff.
I second.
I second.
All right, we've got a motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Okay, motion passes. We're going to move on to item number 5. Commissioner Hendrick coming back.
Mr. Chair, if I could just add 2 words. Just a reminder that Planning Commission is a recommending body, and this case will move to City Council.
Yes, to the two of y'all that are leaving right now, what he was just saying, we're just a recommending body when it comes to zoning, so this case will go before City Council. You'll have another chance to have your voices heard. Is it already in the notice, or will they get a new notice?
They'll receive a new notice, and it's roughly about 40 days from today.
Okay. Give or take with the holidays. Okay, moving on to item 5, Commissioner Mandel and myself will be abstaining. And as a reminder, we, I guess, cannot vote on this, so it'll just be public hearing and that's it? Okay.
Okay, so moving on to item number 5, the zoning case. I will open up the public hearing for item number 5. Is there anybody who would like to come and speak on behalf of item number 5? If not, then I close the public hearing and... No, that's not the one. No, you're talking about item number 6.
Okay, I'm getting excited, sorry.
Item number 6 is not going to be, we're not going to, it's not going to...
I'm already here, can I make a public speaking, so y'all can have, you're gonna be sitting here next time, I might not be here next time, my sons are here. I had to work them out here, thinking it was gonna happen today, if it was...
Sir, I'd be glad to speak with you as a staff member after the meeting if you'd like.
Let's do it in record.
But it would be up to the chair or the vice chair if she chooses to reopen the general public hearing that was open at the beginning of the meeting.
That one that I missed when I came in?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you, we're already here, nothing to hide, I mean, I just want to speak for myself, if that's possible.
Yes, we'll go ahead and open it up, so I can go ahead and open up both of these 4 and 5
Yes,
right now?
ma'am. You can open up the general public hearing for
Okay.
anything that's not listed on the agenda.
Okay, then I go ahead and open up the public hearing on anything that's not on the agenda, and anyone who would like to come and speak, I will state your name and your address.
Okay. Hello, nice to meet you. My name's Aaron Lopez. I currently, I live in 2702 Martel Street, London. We just moved there about 3 months ago. Raised here for about pretty much 20 years. Came from the valley here. My whole family moved here. We just moved to London. My kids go to London because we didn't like the way CCID was running. So we moved for the school district right now. The school district is saturated. We don't have any, my son, when we first day that we got there, they didn't have a desk for him. So right now it's to the max. The roads are chaotic. Going into school, crazy. The development that's happening right now, the houses, man, it looks like projects. The new ones from Lennar, it looks like projects. Those in the future, they're gonna be projects. You're building something that is not right for the community right there. If you put an eye on the long run, 10 years, the way it's being developed, it looks like La Armada. It looks like it's gonna be the hood one, that you got county roads coming in. I mean, I think it's not the proper way. Right now, we just got one access way to the Bresterton subdivision, and then the King's Landing is one, but they're thinking of going all the way back as well. When I bought the house, I was in a form of that. I liked it. It was country. We were going for the community, for the school. It was nice. Within 3 months, man, they developed so much houses, and then they're going back more to the creek, right? So my concern is that I don't think we're ready to build that in that area. Let's focus something else in Corpus. Why are we going that way? Corpus has much potential. We're going to do that. We're leaving downtown here, and we're moving over there. We're greedy. Stop being greedy. You're sitting there for something for the community. There's no one here. Me, myself, my kids. Hopefully they'll be right there one day, taking your place or higher. I just got out of work. I'm here. I mean, I'm just putting my voice out here, man. That's all I'm doing. Planning. I know it's all about money. I would like to see contracts, developers, who's in touch, who's coming up. I mean, we could dig in and dig in. I mean, you know how this works, right? No sugarcoating it, you know how everything goes. So that's my concern. I don't think the London community is not there yet. Slowly, the roads are not there. Let's build the roads first. Let's have a good plan. Not just build everything like, oh yeah, let's go ahead. No, let's do it the right way. If you want to do something, let's do it the right way. Build something for the future that's gonna last. Those houses are being built pretty quickly. They're cheaply made. They're not, material is not there. I'm already thinking of selling mine, honestly. I don't want to be there no more the way it's going. Simple as that. I mean, I might lose money, but It's not there. So you got good areas, which is a country, and then you got the other areas. That's pretty much my concern. I mean, I don't think we're there for London. The school has to be bigger, capacity, stuff like that. So that's all I got to say. Any questions, concern? Like I said, I just moved there, so I know how it is. I know how it's getting, and the potential that it could get worse. For that, I mean, that concern. It's already worse the way it is right now. The kids, they don't even got a sidewalk going to school. The country road, 2 lanes, if you go down there, you can see the trail where they go, where they walk. We're not there yet, but that's all I got to say. I mean, that's what I'm here for. I might not be here the next time. Might be somebody else coming in here for me. I mean, I'm just a resident living here in Corpus. That's all it. Hopefully we do it the right way. That's all I'm asking. Do it the right way. Think about what we're doing. In King's Landing, I think there was a lady before we moved there. There's a proposal that we want to park there as well.
Yes, sir, your time has been
Yeah,
up.
just real quick. I want to finish up. For King's Landing, I don't know if y'all heard about this. There's a proposal for a park in the community in that area. Supposedly it's in the works. I don't know, but that subdivision already got approved. So I'm going to talk to the lady. I'm going to find more information regarding that statement, because there's no parks out there on King's Landing. There's just going to be houses. The only park is going to be on the other side, which is the other side of the neighborhood. But yeah, it was just that. I mean, I currently live in London now, so I gotta fight for what is right. You know, that's pretty much it.
Yes, sir.
Just do it the right way.
Yes, sir.
If you were living there, I mean, what would you expect? I know everything revolves on money, but just do it the right way. Don't be like that. I mean, be smart about it.
Yes, sir.
You might here one day, and then the next day you might not be here.
Yes, sir, and just keep in mind that this case here is going to also have to come up again, because tonight we're not going to be able to vote on it.
I understand. Yes, ma'am.
So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
gonna
I might not.
You'll have another opportunity, and again, remember, we are just a recommending board. This still has to go to the city council to be approved.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah,
Okay.
I understand how it works. I mean, a little bit how it works. I mean,
Okay.
and the city council, stuff like that. But I mean, you are the voice from
Yes, we are.
up there. Yeah, so.
Okay, well, thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Lopez, would you mind signing in on our sheet, please? Thank you so much.
Yeah. Come on in.
Okay, so just to kind of clarify a few things. The Kings Landing neighborhood has a C3 collector. It's a 50-foot road that comes in. It's all concrete roads, and a C1 collector. Lady Claudia is a C3 collector. Sidewalks on both sides. TIA has been done in that neighborhood. The gentleman is speaking for himself, and I understand that. But at the end of the day, if he moved into the neighborhood 3 months ago, other people should have the right to move into the neighborhood. The London School Board is actually currently trying to build 2 new schools in the future. They just spent tens of thousands of dollars on an analysis that they presented at their board for the growth. So they understand the growth that's in the London neighborhood. Now, I'm not speaking for the development across the street or what's on County Road 33. That's its own development. But because he spoke about King's Landing, and I take a lot of pride in my own neighborhood, we have a sidewalk that actually connects to the school off of Lady Claudia. No kids walk through the fields from King's Landing. And yes, there are lots of building in the London area, because just like him who moved there 3 months ago, other people want to have the opportunity to live in a great school district. Nothing against CCISD, but the growth is in London. But the school can handle the growth. The neighborhood can handle the growth. The roads can definitely handle the growth. But yes, there are builders building homes in the neighborhood. And I wouldn't classify anybody's home as being a projects neighborhood. If you go out there, you've got homes anywhere from $250,000 up to $700,000. You have to be a hardworking person to afford that type of home. Thank you.
Thank you. That, you can't, that's it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they did build a.
Okay, we're sorry. Okay, so,
And then Lennar.
okay, I'm sorry. I have to stop you on that one. Okay, so moving on, if anybody else would like to come and speak on behalf of zoning items number 5 and 6, if not, then I close the public hearing and entertain a motion only.
We would just move on to the next item, Madam Vice Chair. We cannot take action. for
Oh,
that
okay,
form.
sorry, that's right. We can't take any action on this, so I will close the public hearing and invite the other to come back in, right?
Yes, they can definitely be invited to rejoin.
All right. So, that was item 5. We do not have an item 6, so if I'm not mistaken, that takes us to director's report.
Yes, I only have one item for the director's report, and it's more of a housekeeping calendar question. So we have 3 scheduled meetings left for the year, November 13th, November 27th, and December 11th. November 27th is the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. I just wanted to drop a bug in your ear if the commission so desires to cancel that meeting, since we may run into the very same quorum issue. Probably will run into the same quorum issue being the day before Thanksgiving. So if so desired.
Can we vote on it when all the commissioners are here?
Yes, so my question is, since it kind of ties director's report and future agenda items, we can put it on next planning commission's agenda to vote to actually formally cancel the meeting.
Does that make a difference on staff's end? Is that enough notice if we're canceling it 2 weeks out?
It's enough notice that we'll start prepping now with a certain degree of assumption.
Do you need a vote for that, or is that just?
Yes, to formally remove it off the calendar, yes, we do need a
If y'all
vote.
want to discuss it and vote now, it's, I mean.
Well, we can't vote on it now because it's not on the agenda.
Oh, okay, well, let's go ahead and add it to the agenda for next meeting. Just out of curiosity, are there any commissioners that know they will be gone on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving?
I won't be gone, but I'll be
I should say unavailable.
busy.
Okay, so we might have, so we'll address it at the next meeting then.
That's all. Sorry, that's all I had for director's report. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Okay. With that, we are adjourned.